Have you ever wished for the ultimate superpower? Forget mind reading, forget flying. What if you could control time itself? Think about it. Pausing reality to take a break, rewinding to fix that one mistake, or even fast-forwarding to skip the boring parts of life. Sounds like a perfect dream, right? Or is it? One thing is for sure. Controlling time would change everything we know about science, relationships, and humanity itself. But wait, how would time control even work in the first place? Let's break it down. Time, according to physics, is not just some invisible force moving us forward. It's interwoven with space, forming what's scientifically called space-time. In the world of Einstein's theories, time can warp, bend, and even theoretically stop under certain conditions, like at the edge of a black hole. So scientists already believe time is malleable, at least on a cosmic scale. But shrinking these theories down to a practical human scale, that's where things get fantastical. To truly control time, we would need a device. Let's call it a chronometer, capable of manipulating space-time. Maybe it would use quantum mechanics. Maybe nanotechnology. Maybe even some yet-to-be-discovered form of physics entirely. Regardless, let's play along. Suppose this device fit in your hand like a smartphone, but instead of scrolling through social media, you'd be swiping through time itself. Slide left to go back, right to leap forward, and hit pause to freeze the world around you. Pretty cool, huh? Now think about it for a second. What would you do with that power? Fix regretful mistakes? Relive happy moments? Bank an extra hour of sleep every morning? You might be tempted to fix your personal timeline like a photo editing app for life. But here's where the plot thickens. According to the butterfly effect, every small change you make in the past can ripple into massive consequences in the future. Let's say you rewind to avoid spilling coffee on yourself one morning. Seems harmless, right? But maybe that delay stops you from meeting your future best friend at the coffee shop. Or maybe you accidentally trigger a chain reaction that leads the entire planet down a different path, for better or worse. It's like having a universal delete button, where you can't always predict what will be erased. What about pausing time? Ah, yes, sweet pause. Imagine a world where you alone can move, think, and act, while everything else stands frozen like statues. Unlimited time to ace your exams, solve complex problems, or simply savor moments that would otherwise fly by. But here's a catch. Are you aging while the rest of the world stays frozen? Think about it. If you paused the world for a year, would you fast-forward your own aging clock while everyone else remained blissfully untouched? In that scenario, mastering time might come at an unthinkable price, your own mortality. Then there's fast-forwarding time, zipping through the boring or painful parts of life. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? Skip the tedious work meetings, rush past heartbreaks or illnesses, and dive straight into the highlight reels. Seems amazing, until you realize the downside. By fast-forwarding, you're essentially giving up chunks of your life. Those boring parts? They matter. They make your good days shine even brighter. If you skipped the journey, would the destination even feel as rewarding? Now, let's get deeper into the science. Imagine time control becomes mainstream. Everyone has access to their own personal chronometer. Do you know what that means for society? Complete chaos. People pausing time to win lotteries, criminals rewinding to perfect their plans, governments weaponizing time to outsmart their enemies. The balance of power would completely collapse. And if there is chaos, how would law and order even work? Would there be time police? How would they monitor who's abusing time powers? And how would we regulate something that's quite literally out of time? Additionally, physicists might cringe at the concept of paradoxes this creates. Imagine you travel back in time and prevent your parents from meeting. Do you cease to exist? But wait, if you don't exist, you can't go back and stop them, right? Welcome to the headache-inducing grandfather paradox, one of the biggest theoretical pitfalls of time travel and manipulation. Philosophically, there's another question. Do we even deserve to control time? One theory states, if you change time, you rewrite history for everyone else. Is it morally ethical for anyone to wield godlike power over all reality? You're not just controlling moments, you're dictating destinies. And would humanity even be able to handle that responsibility? History tells us otherwise, as humans often struggle to manage even simple responsibilities without unintended consequences. Oh, and let's not forget the emotional implications. Controlling time would fundamentally alter how we view experiences. Right now, life is precious because it's fleeting. Birthdays matter because you only get one a year. Weddings, vacations, sunsets, they're meaningful because they don't last forever. If we could rewind and relive them millions of times over, would they lose their magic? Or worse, would we grow emotionally numb to the things that once brought us joy? Still not convinced? Here's the ultimate wild card: alternate dimensions. One prevailing theory of time mechanics suggests that every time you alter an event, a new branch of reality forms. A multiverse, if you will. So for every choice you make, a different version of you exists in a different reality. That means trying to use time to control your own life might just end up creating infinite versions of your life instead. Which brings us to another unsettling idea. What if one of those alternate timelines is better than yours? Would you be tempted to abandon your original timeline to live in another? Could you even return to your own? Ultimately, we can only speculate what the world would look like if controlling time became reality. But one thing is certain: it wouldn't be simple, and it certainly wouldn't be free of profound consequences. Time, as mysterious and elusive as it is, might not want to be controlled. Maybe it's better that way. After all, every moment, even the challenging ones, plays a part in shaping who we become. So now I leave the question to you. If you had the power to control time, how would you use it? Would you embrace the risks for the rewards? Or should time stay untamed, continuing to be the great equalizer of the universe? Give it some thought. You've got all the time in the world for now.